Well, folks, we got everything for you tonight. We gotta talk about these alien twats, we got these UFO sightings, we got some conspiracy stuff as well, creepy TikToks. Yay, this might change your reality, ladies and gentlemen. And there's this video that we're gonna take a look at in a second as well, with this like RGB lights going on. Yeah, it goes crazy, but the first video that we have today, baffling. Like the video if you like it, subscribe if you're brand new, roll it.
This is an NBC News special report. Here's Oda Cockby.
July 19, 2024.
Good morning, good to see you. You are coming on the air right now with breaking news. A massive global technical outage tied to CrowdStrike, which is a major cybersecurity provider, has knocked critical computer infrastructure offline all across the country and, in fact, all around the world. It's an issue with a software update. It's impacting lots and lots of Microsoft computer systems worldwide, from businesses to emergency services, 911, traffic lights, transit systems, and it's having a major...
Now, I'm seeing like a lot of people actually talk about it, but this is my first time like watching a video on it. Like, are you affected by this or not?
Impact on airlines as well. American, Delta, United, they're all keeping their flights grounded. You're looking at some live scenes from the airport. It is chaos again, 6 a.m. on the East Coast, and this is the scene now. They're having difficulty even printing any kind of boarding passes. This, of course, is a developing situation. The full scope of this problem remains to be seen. And Brian, as we get started right here in Studio 1A, we should point out computers at NBC News right here as we're getting on the air. We're trying to do some workarounds here to get on the air.
Damn,
but this is something that's affecting people worldwide.
Yeah, and other newsrooms, our partners over at Sky News, having issues as well. I mean, this is impacting all different types of businesses. When you talk about airlines, you also talk about, just 911 services, in some cases reporting outages as well. And you're even hearing of anecdotes of banks in other countries experiencing that. We don't yet have reporting of banks in the United States being impacted by this, but this appears to be not just in the United States, worldwide, and across different types of industries.
This definitely speaks to what I feel like.
Yeah, I'm very familiar with that blue screen of death, but I personally did not experience that. Thankfully, have you experienced that? And they say Microsoft computers. Of course, the Windows that you run are by Microsoft, and I'm running Windows as well. Not the latest version, but I believe I got Windows 11 or 10, something like that. I don't know. So, yeah, who exactly is affected? The people that were using the latest Windows 12? Or it doesn't matter, it's just like randomly?
Is the fragility of the situation. It's like this is not a cyber attack. This is a computer kind of snafu that happened.
Yeah, and just to kind of walk you through exactly what's going on here. So this appears to be an issue between CrowdStrike and Microsoft. So CrowdStrike, for those that aren't familiar, is a cybersecurity firm that basically provides businesses with a way to foolproof their systems from being hacked. Now, apparently what happened was that CrowdStrike was working on some sort of update. We just heard from the CEO in the last few minutes describing this as not a security incident or cyber attack. So I don't repeat that again. It doesn't appear to be a cyber attack at issue here, but...
Oh, thank God I was not using their service. So it looks like that people that were using this service, they got hit by that. And basically most businesses and I guess people in airport security was also using that. I guess, yeah, then they gotta be big and reliable. I don't think they're reliable now, but I believe they were reliable. Or maybe they're gonna be extra reliable in the future. I don't know about that one, but crazy story, man.
The reason why CrowdStrike is so instrumental to not just businesses here in the United States, but around the world, is because any sort of business that hires CrowdStrike to basically foolproof their systems, well, they're going to be incorporating that into their computers. So if they get that, it's being plugged into Microsoft computers. If there's an issue with CrowdStrike, it takes down all of those Microsoft computers that are related to that. The company's saying Mac and Linux computers are not impacted, but again, this is very widespread.
Interesting, because I think what happened was a lot of people, this was happening in Australia, Europe, while we were all sleeping. We woke up and we were like, what's going on? But what people are finding is they're getting on their computers or at the bank or at the airline, and they're seeing just a blue screen. Is that what's going on?
Yeah, well, the term for this is called the blue screen of death, and I don't know if we have examples that we can show on the screen right now, but we've been seeing it even in our newsrooms this morning. So it's basically this blue screen that has this prompt that says, you know, you're having issues, and they're basically trying to figure out a workaround, but that essentially bricks your computer. You are unable to log in. Now, that's scary for any person that's just trying to log into their personal computer, although it's not clear if your personal computer has CrowdStrike. If it doesn't have that plugin or have that cybersecurity layer, you likely won't be affected because of the nature of what we understand this issue to be. But for all these
as soon as you're on the internet, just hope for the best, baby. That's what I say, man. If you're connected, just hope for the best. Take your right hand, take your left hand, put it together. Just hope for the best. As soon as you get the mobile phone, man, listen, people always are like, hey, my data is safe. No, it's all private. My life is private. I love my private life. Nah, as soon as you get this mobile phone, this device, as soon as you're on the internet, your data is public, man. That's the way to look at it, right? That's the way to look at it, because yeah, your data can be stolen. I mean, everybody's data is, there's a program that I remember, if I don't remember the name, but I know there's a program that searches for your information online, and that tells you where your data has been breached. Because as soon as you create an account on any website, and if their data gets if they get hacked, right, hackers get access to millions of people's information. And guess what, if you were signed up, because Facebook, Twitter, like these big companies, they always get attacked, right? They always get attacked. Data always get breached, and your information is there. If you have an account, your information always get breached, unless you have given them false information. But generally speaking, most people give them real information because they want to make their Facebook account, right? They would put their photo, their email, their age, their gender, their information, a little bit about themselves as well, right? And as soon as you're on these apps, the way you navigate, the way you go from like the way you scroll, they automatically know your likes and dislikes, what you like the most on the internet. And if you hit something but you give them your reaction, well, guess what, they're gonna show you that more and more, right? So it's all about like getting you in the system, making sure you stay on their website more and more. So that's data. So data always get breached. So be careful on the internet. Just hope for the best.
Enterprise companies, which is translation for corporate customers that use this protection. Well, that's a major issue. If you can't log in, you can't print out the boarding passes to get people on their planes. You can't, as a bank teller, even get fired up to help open up someone's deposit account. This is a major issue. CrowdStrike says that they have an issue. They identified the issue, they isolated it, and there's a fix that has been deployed. How long that fix takes to basically patch over all this, we don't know, as it seems like anecdotes of these issues.
Okay, let me actually skip on to this one. This is getting very, very long, though, so.
You forget the cable on the poor lad.
We're update.
So what happened?
Well done, NASA. You did it again. What is that? You forget the cable on the poor lad.
NASA did again?
What is that? NASA, you are fake. Fake.
What happened? Okay, I don't get it. I don't get it. My bad.
Absolutely love watching these fake space videos from NASA. You can clearly see that guy's suspension harness is still attached. And if they're really in the international space,
What?
I absolutely love watching these. And if they're really in the International Space Station, wouldn't they be able to float around with all that equipment?
Man. Yeah, no, man. This is like, another one of those things that would make you believe that, yeah, blue screen. This is how they would do it in movies, right? Yeah, there's so many conspiracies, bro. Like, that space is fake, and all that. Now, listen, I believe that space exists, though. I believe other planets do exist. But here's the thing, though. I'm not gonna be super hard on that, because it's like one of those things. Have I been to space? Absolutely not. You know what I mean? It's one of those things. I want to know where you guys at specifically, but videos like that, and especially when a f up like that happens on NASA, and NASA do that, then people are gonna question. And of course, everybody has the right to question, for sure. You don't want to blindly believe it. I get that. Yeah, this happened as well, right? I remember this one. The background did not malfunction, but their video malfunction. I mean, it kind of background malfunction a little bit too. But this
that's
part,
more
right?
clearly faked footage from NASA. It's frustrating how obvious it is that they're at the very least lying about some of the footage. But if you question any of it, you're a conspiracy theorist. What's even more frustrating is
the way I see it is that, listen, maybe space is actually real. Yeah, you see, now we're throwing the word maybe in it, like what the actual hell, okay? But this is what I believe, okay? Space is real, planets are real, and all that. But NASA, sometimes they or maybe more than just sometimes, they fake videos. The videos, why? Don't know. But if you're gonna fake one video, people gonna ask you, is everything you show fake? For what purpose?
To believe that we have a space program and that we're actually studying the stars. But with as much clearly fake footage as NASA releases, you would have to be partially brain dead to buy into it. Hey, if you're enjoying this video and you like this kind of content, I post a new...
Like and subscribe. Shout out to Barry, Steph, shout out to everybody like doing their research and, you know, putting it on the internet. Shout out to everybody. Shout out to you guys for watching as well.
You think there are things that can make you go, what is this place? More than 25 years since the ISS, quote-unquote, entered orbit, and more than 100 eclipses on those 25 years. Yet not a single video of those eclipses was filmed from the ISS. The moon landing was an IQ test, and most people failed. The exploration of the moon stopped because it was impossible to continue the hoax without being ultimately discovered. Of course, they ran out of pre-filmed these episodes. No man has ever ascended higher than 300 miles, if that high, on above Earth's surface. No man has ever orbited or landed on or walked upon the moon in any publicly known space program. If you doubt this, please explain how astronauts walks upon moon. Enclosed in a space suit, in full sunlight, absorbing a minimum 256 degrees of heat, surrounded by the vacuum. It is not from me. I didn't make this story.
Do you think Sister's spitting? I think Sister's spitting though. But see, there are so many conspiracies. A lot of people believe the moon landing was fake. Some people believe that moon landing was actually real. We did went to the moon, but the videos they show were fake, right? Some people believe that it don't even exist. Space don't exist, this and that. Some believe that it's like all over the place. One thing is clear. Some of the footage they show is fake. It's fake, right? Like the videos they show is fake. That's 100% concrete. Now, if they can fake that, does that mean that the rest is also fake? I want to know your thoughts. Why do you think they're faking this? Is it because the reason in my mind I'm thinking about this, right? Like if the moon landing was fake, or let's just say moon landing was real, but the videos they revealed to us were fake. That tells me that something happened and they don't want us to know. They saw something on the moon and they don't want us to see that, so therefore they faked the video. Now, if we never really went to the moon, why? Was it because they wanted to look good in the public eye? See, we went to the space, we were the first to land on the moon. Is it that the reason, or is there like a darker, more sinister reason than that? Or they're just like, yeah, we went to the moon, even if it's real or not. Like, it's all over the place though. And when there are videos like that proves, confirms, or you know, shows the questionable stuff, and yeah, people are gonna ask questions for sure.
William Cooper says this. Search it.
What a great point. No video has ever been taken of an eclipse from the International Space Station. That's something that I never really thought of. But the main reason I put this in here was what she says at the very beginning. If they could leave Earth, they wouldn't need bunkers. I'm sure she's referring to people, but this made me think about the aliens and all the underground bases that have been built all over the world that appear to be some sort of bunkers for the alien race that they're actually in contact with. Maybe if the aliens could leave, they wouldn't need bunkers. Maybe they're trapped here with us.
Hold up, watch this video with me.
Holy crap, and that's a very, like, you know, it's one of those points. Crazy, man, because there are a lot of people that do believe that they do not come from space. They are here. They come from underground. They're in our oceans and all that. Yeah, there are a lot of people that do buy into those conspiracies as well.
This is some serious airtight evidence. Let's go ahead and run it.
My lefty was enjoying that.
Ancient alphabet, bar none, has always from day one had a mysterious number associated with the letters. The study of that code is called gematria. The atomic mass of the elements are the numbers that equate to the mysterious letters in the ancient alphabets. What that means is when you look at human DNA, the numbers that equate to those become 1, 5, 6, and 3. Literally reads, literal. God, eternal, within the body. It is in Hebrew and Arabic and Sanskrit, 3 of the root languages. If there's an intentionality underlying life itself, it would make tremendous sense to me that who or whatever is responsible would somehow have left a sign? Why place that signature into something that can crumble over a few thousand years like a temple wall? Why not put it in the creation itself?
I know I've got a lot of viewers that really get into this gematria stuff, and I just simply don't have a good grasp on what it is or how it works, but I come across this video and was a little intrigued by it. I've been told by many that I need to dive into gematria and start researching it. I'm just not convinced of its importance, but I've seen enough at this point that it's piqued my interest, so I'm going to start looking into it.
You remember what I was saying about them getting the foot in the door, just putting that wedge in and just letting you know they're in the background ready to change our lives forever? Well, here we go. Lab grown meat, first country in the world to introduce it. Check this out.
UK becomes first European country to approve lab-grown meat for public sale. Uh-oh. What the F? The UK has become the first European country to approve the grown public with synthetically developed protein expected to appear, I'm assuming, on shelves as early as this year. Holy crap. Yeah, to appear on shelves.
Would you eat that? Would you really eat that? The only thing that I can suggest is when it comes into the shops, whoever stocks it, or you can't, just don't go anywhere near them, because they're part of the system. They're the ones that want to change our lives forever. Lab grown meat, where the we go from here? It was bad enough years ago when the on with our fruit and veg. Nobody wanted to touch that, but here we are. It's part of the system and people deal with it now. We've got apples that are covered in wax. This new chemical, I can't remember the name of it, that Bill Gates has covered all fucking veg with. Is it a peel? And if the rumours are right, that's a carcinogen. Apparently Asda's stocking it and others are going to follow suit.
Our water supply, food supply is all being tampered with, right? Like fluoride in the water, you know what I'm saying? The fluoride is turning the fluoride, yeah, you know what I'm saying? If you know, you know. So, yeah, that's a real conspiracy by Alex. Yeah, cannot be saying some words on YouTube, because then Daddy YouTube don't like it, though. So, there's that, too, and we have had videos, previously where we see food just not looking like food. Oh, the watermelons, the bananas, right, and all that. He's talking about the apples, so I know what he's saying.
Needs to be nipped in the bud now. Our water, our food is already anyway. Now we're talking about lab-grown meat, and we're going to be the guinea pigs of the world for it. Say no, people. If we go into our local supermarkets and we see it, we should fill our baskets with it and just leave it down end the aisle, or fill our baskets with it and just push it out the door. Leave it in corner at car park. This is also confirmation that they really are trying to things up for the farmers. Lab grown meat was a conspiracy, now a reality.
Now a reality.
Another one that's joining the list. Let me know your thoughts. Would you eat?
Yeah, it's getting worse and worse, people. And before we get any further, let's actually check this one out. So this clip is also going around. Shout out to Jane9. He put this together, and I want to see the date. So this happened Saudi Arabia 2016, and it's a very good one. Stabilized by Travis, and you do see like a disc shape. You see like underneath. You see the color here. It looks, and yeah, you see the two lights here, and the middle light, the blue one, it goes back and forth. It's like going on this direction, then going on the other side. There's a, and I talked about it previously as well. There's a conspiracy that you see the LED lights, the one that I'm using right now, the one that I got right here, that they were given to us by them, by the extraterrestrials and all that. I mean, kind of makes sense, right? Kind of makes sense when you look at something like this. Or is this reverse engineer UFO by us? Maybe not. But this is a very good one. Very good sighting. Yeah, now you see a little bit of the white lights underneath as well. The zoomed out version, and you get to see zoomed in version too. Yeah, absolute, just magnificent sighting. I wonder on the other side, did this UFO have the same kind of pattern, like the light pattern on the other side? Or it's just like this side here? But let's get back to this one here.
Real meat, and not even require them to label it along with one more.
Guys, OMG. OMG. There was someone who actually predicted that Donald Trump was going to get in the ear back in March. Take a listen.
No. Saw Trump rising up, and then I saw an attempt on his life. This bullet flew by his ear, and it came so close to his head that it busted his eardrum. And I saw he fell to his knees during this time frame, and he started worshiping the Lord. He got radically born again during this time frame. I'm talking. People say he's saved now, but he becomes really on fire for Jesus, for what I saw coming. And then I saw people interceding when I saw him winning the presidency through great. The Lord showed me it would go clear into the.
Who's this guy, bro? Who's this guy? So Candace is sharing that, but like this guy, holy crap! Like so far, because yeah, right now, like guys, listen. First of all, I'm in Canada. Like not to be political here, but. Yeah, it looks like that Trump's gonna win, right? Based on what's going on now. If you like him, you like him. You don't like him, you don't like him. That's your decision, right? But this is what's going on right now. It's crazy that they try to kill him. And what he's saying is, well, this is what happened actually. So crazy, man. We just gotta wait to see if he actually wins or not.
Some great persecution would come on him through the judges and through the law and all these people trying to sue him and all this stuff. But there would be a stop to it, and there things would start to break free come toward the fall. And then I saw him winning the election through the Patriots coming out and voting, and then there will be a great economy crash.
Damn. I mean, is everybody as shook by that as I was when I saw it? I went, what is going on? And it's not even just accurately predicting that he would survive it and that it would hurt his ear. And that in and of itself is unbelievable. But then even the fact that he predicted that immediately following this, the lawsuits that people were throwing at him would be dropped. That quite really happened.
I'm not really a believer in people making predictions for the future, especially if they claim that those predictions.
The only, the rest of the stuff that he said that he sees Trump winning and economy crashing and all that. Yeah, this is something that, you know what I mean? Like, yeah, people do expect that economy somehow is gonna get a hit. No matter who wins, it's gonna initially get a hit, right? That's expected. But the way he said that his ear got shot and he fell and all that, yeah, that part was a little like, holy crap.
Predictions came from a vision or a dream, but this guy posted this publicly several months ago, and then things played out very close to how he predicted. I'm trying to do a better job at not overlooking coincidences, and that's the reason I put this one in here.
Wait a minute, what?
Blackstone to acquire Ancestry.com for $4.7 billion. Oh shit, I thought that it was like $4.70. $4.7 billion, giving investments firm total ownership of all DNA from every person who's ever used the service.
Oh, I'm gonna break it down. I'm about to blow your mind with the information about Blackstone, so stay till the very end. This is freaking me out. It's almost funny how much I'm getting banned right now, so let's look at my pinned videos. Both pinned videos have a ton of views. The one that does not have any views is the one you should watch, because that's what they're trying to keep from you. That's my hint. Now let's get to the Blackstone information. Blackstone beats genetic privacy suit over ancestry acquisition. So Blackstone now owns all the genetic information you send to them if you ever were like, I want to find out where I'm from. Ancestry.com. Blackstone Incorporated defeated a proposal, class action, alleging that its $4.7 billion acquisition of Ancestry.com. $4.7 billion to own your DNA. Sounds like a deal to me. The U.S. Court of Appeals, the Seventh Circuit, said Monday that plaintiffs Carolyn Bridges and Raymond Cunningham, good for them, by the way, that they even did this lawsuit. They just didn't have enough information. The court affirmed a lower court's dismissal of the lawsuit for failure to state a claim. That just means you got a bad lawyer where you're not really doing it right. But just in case you guys gave your DNA away because you wanted to know if your ancestors were from.
Damn, mom going crazy right now. Mom's going crazy right now.
Britain or Ireland, they own you now. And with this awesome genetic manipulation called the mRNA.
Genetic manipulation, RNA. Okay, I cannot say that word.
You don't think that all kind of come together right now over you? Yeah.
Okay, mom's crazy right now. Mom's going crazy.
Yeah.
What do they say is the most valuable form of currency today?
Data,
And the most corrupt
Yeah.
and suspiciously evil on its face company in the world just secured the largest bank of human data ever. Everybody warned you not to use those DNA services specifically for this reason. I hope that you were one of the few who were cautious enough to heed the warning. I know
I didn't even know what was that, and I never really gave away my DNA like this, so I think we're cool, but still, I mean, a lot of people gave it, so it's like, whatever. Is my DNA special? Nah. Is your DNA special? Nah. So it'll be what it be, man. But guys, this is the last episode that we've done. Check out this video on the screen. We had NASA accidentally deleting this video, and then it ended up leaking out as well. We had a ton of conspiracies in this one. Check out this video on the screen. If you already seen it, then check out the video on the left.